Everything is not exactly what it is, or what people think it is.
Okay, so there's other people that are atheists or that believe in science. Like people believe in the Big Bang Theory, people believe that the Earth is flat, people believe in stuff like that. So what do you say to those? What do you think about those kind of...
The Big Bang Theory, I do believe in science. Everything we do is pretty much like science, you know. Like it has to do with energy. You know, being able to do certain things, everything requires energy. When we speak, you feel the vibration in our bodies. No matter what you do, what you say, you hum. I can literally speak to you, see you, and hear you, or hear myself without even using my actual senses. And it's like, how do you do that? Well, as I'm speaking, I can hear myself speak. But if I close my mouth and I say anything I have to say, I heard my own self speak. Like, you didn't hear it, but I heard myself speak in my mind. But where is it? People would think it's up here. So we're going to get into that in a second. I can pretty much see you right now, exactly how you are. I can close my eyes right now and see you the same exact way. Like, legit. How? And another funny thing is, I can see into my future and into my past. How? I can define my future any way I want to. You know, my
past.
So
you believe you have control over your future?
Kind of, sort of. It's like pretty much like the law of attraction. You just pretty much speak things into existence. You work towards it. It might not be exactly what you want it to be, but it's going to be there. And that's just how the universe works with you, not against you. So my past, I remember getting a whooping for doing something. And how do I remember that? Just by even remembering. You know, that's like pretty much seeing into my past without even using my physical eyes. So I can speak to you by speaking to you right now, or speak to myself, speak to myself, and I can just hum in my own frequency and actually like hear myself speak. The question is like, where's the voice coming from? You know, so that's just really what it is. So you're pretty much hearing the same thing. You're pretty much using these two senses, two different ways, like physically and through a whole different universe.
Bro, that's some trippy shit.
Because people ask those kind of questions, like think about it, like you feel the vibration when you speak. So like, where is all this stuff coming from?
True.
And nobody ever think about like things are a lot deeper than what it is. Like we pretty much already did this podcast. We're somewhere else right now. We don't know, but it's just we're just living. We're already somewhere else.
Where the fuck am I?
I don't know. I don't know where I'm at. But that's just the funny thing about. That's the funny thing. That's interesting about life. Like you notice how you have dreams and it's like deja vu.
That is true. And some people have can see things. But damn, what the fuck is that called? I just was talking to somebody about that shit. Premonitions. Some people have premonitions.
Like freaking what is that thing called? Final Destination.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
Stuff like that. Not as bad like that, but people go through that. And people also have different kind of I wouldn't even say special powers, but
oh, we do. I would say that. Everybody has some sort of significance in their life, but you have to tap into it. I do believe we're limited on this planet. Like, I do believe that I'm, like, honestly, I can take Bruce Lee. I can take Bruce Lee on. I'm a boxer, martial artist, and I feel it. So it's like, all right, well, I can do what he do. I can emulate his style. Not in this physical form, unless I really work towards that dream, but in the next realm, I feel like two different people sometimes. You know, I feel like two different people. My higher self, this guy is just like immortal. He's a beast. Like, he's somebody that's not to be messed with, you know. There's so many different things that we don't understand.
Yeah, most definitely.
Things that go over our heads, and I really think that people really have to start tapping in. Like, we can legit do certain things. If I start eating right, I start doing my daily mantras, I start keeping myself around positive energy and really focus, I can probably move this. I believe that in my heart. I believe I can move this. Like, I can move certain things. But we're still limited on this physical plane because of the chemtrails, because of the processed foods, because of the negative, you know, music. All of this stuff is pretty much shifting our universe, you know, and it's pretty much giving us limits.
This is dope.
So
this is really dope. This is really
that's
dope.
why I feel like
you have me thinking.
You know.
This is dope. So do you believe? Okay, and this has been real interesting. You got me fucking thinking. But okay, so do you believe that people can be woke and believe in religion? Do you does it correlate? Because a lot of people claim to be woke. I guess woke is subjective at this point.
Yeah.
Because
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all because you see how popular it is.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're touching on this topic because I do have something to say about that. Like everything there, it's like a marketing strategy. Notice how all the movies are coming out. Even I don't believe Colin Kaepernick is as I don't believe in his situation. I think there's something behind the closed doors that we don't see. So again, it's a marketing strategy, especially with the whole February was just here and they're doing the black faces in that month.
No,
It's an
hell
uproar.
yeah.
It's something like at first I was upset about it. Then I'm like, you know what? One, I don't even buy this stuff. But second, it's a marketing strategy. We're still giving that attention. There's something else that's still going on. They're doing it right in front of our faces. So
Yeah.
I don't like this whole woke idea because I think it's a trend.
Yeah.
It's a trend. I get I get happy knowing that people are becoming knowledgeable. But the problem I have is are you sure you really, want to know more? Because how it starts with you getting information, and then what happens naturally is you get angry. And that's
Hell
You
yeah.
get angry.
So how are you living? That's my other problem, because it's like you seem to be in touch with a lot of things, and you seem to believe that this world is not what it is, and they manipulating us this, that, and the fourth. So how do you go by your daily life? Because I do believe that sometimes a lot of woke people sometimes don't live in reality. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, how are you making your money? Because you got to live for somebody. How are you going to eat if everything's GMO? So how do you live your daily life believing, and then churches on every corner. Yeah. Most of your people that you live with don't even believe in what you believe in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the most frustrating thing. So
I'm Huey Freeman in real life. Like seriously,
I love him.
Like think about how I live my life. I'm not gonna say a lot. I don't got it. I don't have the resources, to actually do certain things. But my mindset is already set to that point.
Right.
So when the time I actually do acquire these finances that I need, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. But I live my life regular, day to day, but I stay aware of what's going on. I don't like police. I'm not a racist, because we're going to use this word, wrong, because people like to say the word wrong. I don't really fuck with white people like that. I do not fuck with white people like that. I have associates, and I would say I have one friend that is white because I went to high school with him, and he's kind of different. He's different to me, and I tell him like, yo, I don't really fuck with y'all. I don't fuck with your people because of what goes on, but I'm not going to sit there and be on some pro-black and destroy other people. I'm not actively seeking to destroy you. But I'm here to tell you, like, yo, I hold y'all accountable for certain things, and y'all watch us get beat. Y'all watch all these things happen to us, and y'all don't do nothing. So that's why I don't fuck with y'all. So
I do believe that everybody's pro themselves, and I'm not mad at that, but don't get fucking mad at me that I'm fucking pro-black and I feel how I feel. You know
because it's always something. I don't have good experiences most of the time with white people, so you can't get mad at me for having most of my life bad experiences with y'all.
Right.
Not only for what y'all did to my ancestors. What they got to do with us? Right. That's a good question. What they got to do with us? But it's still going on till this day.
Right.
Second, my experiences. Every time I go to an interview to a job, I gotta see a white man interview me. And I don't like that. I don't like that.
That's a touchy subject, because some will believe that a lot, and I believe it sometimes too. I believe that, and for one, I feel like it hindered me as well. Like for me, because of my experiences with white people, and because of what we go through, I always subconsciously believe that when I go somewhere and there's white people, they'll always be discriminatory towards me. But in the same breath, I do understand that, well, sometimes it's not like that. And sometimes we as black people like to place the blame on others instead of looking within ourselves. So it's something that I'm trying to work on, and it's something that I feel like a lot of other black people should work on, like being able to somehow in some way, because I don't have the answer, separate that. Like, we gotta know what's what. Like, you gotta really just because somebody white and the interview look at you crazy don't mean he's being discriminatory towards you. But for the most part, I'm just like you.
And the thing is, I want to kind of like make a little shift. Well, I'm not making really much of a shift because again, I stand on my ground. Like, I really don't fuck with y'all like that. But I'm always on guard. Like, I'm waiting for you to say something stupid, because most of the time I always get, yo, you sound black, especially on PlayStation or Xbox.
Oh, that's black.
Yo, so is it true that you got like fried chicken? Nigga, you do too. Like, what you talking about? Like, you do too. Like, what you talking about? But stuff like I said, the experiences, like stuff like that, I don't like because it's real stupid.
Yeah.
But I do like this. I do want to say like I'm always on guard when it comes to them, and not just them, my own people too, because they be doing some stupid shit.
Right.
And I'm pretty much tired of like humans. Like I'm just tired of humans. One, I walk around and I'm seeing how nature looks. It's like, yo, this looks crazy. Like we're
So
really
what are you
killing
inspired
ourselves.
to do? Like where's your ideal place for you and just being comfortable and living in your truth?
Oh man. I might become a Buddhist monk or something.
Buddhist or monk?
Yeah.
But isn't that a religion?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
I mean, like the lifestyle. Like I want to stay in my solitude. You know, I want to stay in my solitude. I do want to be around positive energy. I just want to pretty much live my life and do what I want to do. Like I want to become, you know, undisputed boxer.
Yeah.
You know, I do want to acquire a lot of belts.
You box.
I'm a Roy Jones Jr. fan. I call myself Baby Roy Jones because I can kind of dish out Baby Roy Jones Jr. And I do want to become a UFC champion too. Like I want to do both things. Anything that I set my mind to, like anything that I'm touching, I want to be the best at. Period.
That's dope.
So that's just how I look at it. Like, and it's not competing against my own brothers, my own people, but it's really outdoing myself because I've been mediocre for a very long time. I call myself that only because I've only lived the average life for a very long time. I've done regular things that we're supposed to do, like go to school, go to college, you know, work for somebody, and then like the whole fake picket fence, it's not real. But I just want to be able to do certain things. I actually really want to help my youth. I want to help the next generation. I just pretty much want to be a part of the shift. I can't do it by myself.
Right.
So I want to be a part of the shift and the whole, you know, reality. I want to change this whole thing. I want to pretty much, you know, flip this whole pyramid because everything is upside down. We're at the bottom. We're supposed to be at the top. And we're supposed to be ruling this kingdom. This shit is like Wakanda for real, like for real. You know, we've touched every part of this earth. Nobody can't tell us nothing. So we touched every part of this earth. So I just want to get back to just being free.
So what is your chain? I see that a lot. Like a lot of woke people wear that.
Yeah.
So what is it? What does it stand for? Why do you wear it?
Honestly, I really want to again get into specifics, but you know my brain is kind of like, all right, well, you forgot. But some of these things, one of these are a tiger eye. Some of these represents like different type of energy. Like see how it pretty much comes up. It was crafted by a friend of mine in LA, and I pretty much saw the trinket and I thought it was dope. But what it does is it brings different type of energy. It represents different type of it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. Only because I haven't really gotten in depth with it. I'm trying to keep up with everything, so I know, but my brain is so scrambled right now. But I wear it because I like it. It's supposed to send off this sort of energy, you know, positive energy. It doesn't work like people got to be realistic. It's not gonna work where, oh snap, somebody's gonna attack me, then a magic ball, like it doesn't work like that. But you know, I think a lot of it starts with our mind. You know, I think a lot of it plays in our mind. You know, I don't believe that this is something that I'm gonna use as magic, but this is really much a symbol of peace and life. This is pretty much me representing what I am, which is I'm peaceful first, and I'm about, you know, life. I'm about love, happiness, anything righteous, anything cool. You know, this is pretty much a symbol for me of just like, listen, I come in peace. But I can get violent if I have to, so that's all it is.
So is there anything, before we wrap it up, that you want to touch on?
Listen, black people, we gotta do better. Like, this place is so crazy, like, and we're falling for the okie doke. Like, we're falling for the okie doke. I think, like, it's time to stay off social media unless we're gonna, like, really do something, like, really build our brands. Like, you're wasting your time. Trying to get cute for whatever it is, and buying all these stupid clothes, listen to this stupid ass music, bro. I'm telling you, like the world is ending in a way. Like we're pretty much, dooming ourselves. We're pretty much killing ourselves. I don't know how we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
You know.
Every time I talk to somebody that believes that, always say they always have the right things to say and always able to stimulate my mind, but every time I say, so what do we do, it's always like a blank.
I don't know. Like, I know what I'm gonna do for myself and for my circle, and hopefully we can spread that like a virus. But as far as, you know, the neighborhood, you know, it's ignorance. They don't care about what things I have to say. They don't care.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do, but I just hope we all make it. We ain't gonna make it. No, not always gonna make it to the promised land.
That's true.
I have to tell the truth.
Well, what did Harriet Tubman say? Didn't she say if I don't quote me, but basically
Freed 1,000 slaves. I could have freed more if they knew they were slaves.
she could have freed 1,000. She freed 1,000 slaves,
100,000 more.
but I could have freed 100,000 more slaves. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Shout out to my producer for knowing. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what she said. So that's basically what Brother Anthony is saying.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I'm
still
so happy
student.
you're here, and I'm gonna have him back on here, man.
Oh yeah. Listen, I'm gonna be well prepared next time. Like well.
No,
prepared.
you're good.
So
You're good. I think you're prepared enough. I think you done stimulated a bunch of motherfuckers' mind. It was trippy as shit, but I appreciate you and I thank you for coming. Tell them your Instagram. How can people get in contact with you?
My Instagram is Anthony Lewis Jr. and Anthony Lewis _Jr. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yes, look out for more of him. He's definitely a boxer too. Do you have any matches coming up?
I was supposed to have one coming up around this time, but I have an elbow injury.
Damn.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much
heal yourself and then get back to it.
Yep. So you'll get a fight date on my Instagram.
Dope. All right, y'all. Remember to subscribe. Subscribing is always free. You don't gotta pay a fucking $1 to subscribe. So subscribe. Love y'all. Mwah. Thank you. This is dope.
Yeah.
I love this.